Perfect timing. We're live right now. Hi, hi. Oh, back, 'cause you're looking for the same thing. It's a new thing. Check out this app ring. Oh, the road below the level, 'cause I'm living low next to the base. Come on, turn up the radio. They're claiming I'm a criminal, but now I wonder how. Some people never know their enemy could be their friend. Guardian, I'm not a hooligan, I rock the party and clear out the madness. I'm not a racist, preach to teach. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype, baby. Don't believe the hype, baby. Don't believe the hype. Hi, everybody. Hi. Hi, Jesus Christ, that's loud. Wow, I wasn't expecting it to be. Is that better? Hi, everybody. Hi. How are you tonight? Listen, it's just a magical night. Can you smell the magic? Can you smell it in the air? There's magic in the air tonight.
Can you smell the? Oh, see,
I
went to go put on more makeup, and what I forgot was blush.
Oh man, boo! Hey, hang on. Wait, no, not that. Yeah, there we go. Blush. Me
now
too.
I'm the palest person you've ever seen.
So now Laura and I have to go regroup in wardrobe. Apparently, we have to go hit the green room. But last looks. Anybody before we go live? Can we get last looks, please? Yeah,
we don't do that. We don't rehearse.
Honestly, let's throw to a commercial. Okay. We're gonna throw to a commercial. Yeah. We'll be right back, folks.
Throw to the dead skeleton.
Listen, exactly. So how is everybody? We missed you last week, of course.
Do I need new makeup? Okay.
Well, bring some for me.
We should have gone makeup shopping when you were here.
Absolutely. Bring some for me because obviously
oh my God,
I'm all washed out.
I know.
What does Kathy say?
Tomorrow's September.
Tomorrow is September. You have survived summer. How do you feel?
Spooky season is underway.
Spooky season's underway. How do you feel now that you've survived that
summer? This was a hard summer for me.
Yeah, do tell.
Why. I just it was very hot. So that's pretty much all summer is for me, right?
Yeah, hot,
I don't know. It was
bright.
A lot of long days, and just I don't know, whatever. I get sadder and sadder every day of summer. It's really hard for me.
I'll do this one.
It's real hard.
But it's over. So you made it.
The seasonal depression is
it's
real.
Almost over.
It's real.
When is it specifically? I think it's September 21st. That's the beginning of the end of the summer solstice or something. I don't keep track of these things. I count on you people and/or the internet. That's really where I think we get our money's worth for the series of tubes and wires. That is the internet. If I wanted to know, I could just type it in. Back in the day, we'd have to look it up in a fucking encyclopedia.
I think it's September 22nd or something, but everyone's counting it as today because it's the end of the
Right, exactly. So symbolically, it's over. Listen, gang, Laurel and I are coming up on 26 years of wedded bliss. Can you believe? Isn't that amazing?
Do you guys think, so this week's our anniversary. I want to get our irises photographed for like a freaky photo.
Apparently your irises are as unique as your fingerprint, I'm told.
I think it sounds cool.
And they do
a
this
portrait
thing.
Of our freaky, I don't know.
Yeah, so they do, there's this place
down. It's hard
down.
to think of things to do for your anniversary, so.
Right, of course. Well, it's hard to think of anything to do for an adult at all. My mom, by the way, got me this hat. Thanks, Mom. It says comma la. Isn't that sweet?
Get it?
I love that. Yeah, it's so cool. Thank you, Mom. I appreciate that. Is my mom here? Is she here yet? Anyway, so apparently there's this place down by Pike Place, don't call it Pike's Place Market, where you can get your irises photographed, and then they'll do like a portrait, and it's frameable, and it would be basically our irises together. That'd be cool.
Carrie Atwood, do you want to go see Jane's Addiction with me?
Here we go. Go.
I bought tickets today for Jane's Addiction and Love and Rockets, and Stefan was like, "Oh, I don't know if I can go to that." And I'm like, "I'm going. Sorry, it's the original lineup of Jane's Addiction." Does anyone want to go with me? Because I got 2 tickets to Paradise.
No, that's all I got for that.
It's October 8th.
It's very exciting. Is it all the original lineup?
Yeah.
So it's parents and yeah.
why am I spacing on the name of the guitarist? Dave Navarro, Davins, parents, and Davins, and Eric and Steve. Actually, Steve the drummer. Steve, the herbal drummer.
I know it's gonna be such a good show.
It's gonna be an amazing show.
Oh, also, is anyone going to Beetlejuice this week?
Beetlejuice. He should be here.
Beetlejuice. Does anyone want to take the day off and go to Beetlejuice?
Can you believe we're actually going to go to the movies? I can't believe we're actually going to do this. This is so
You're
unlike us
not
that
going to
you've
go
met
at
us.
night, though. You're going to go in the day.
Right. Well, I recommended that.
I
want to
go Wednesday night.
You
because
said
that's
you wanted
the
to go
premiere.
At night. Right. But I don't really. Listen, I know how annoyed you get because I get the same level.
You don't
want to
go at night.
And if you go during the day, there are far fewer people, which means there are far fewer opportunities to actually get fucking annoyed. Right.
I'm trying to go out and do more things. I'm trying to just.
Yeah.
What?
No, I was just about to ask you, how's that working?
I'm making an effort. I bought tickets to Jane's Addiction.
Right.
I tried to buy tickets to Beetlejuice, and you were like, I don't want to do that.
No. I said I would go. I just didn't want to go at night. I think that's,
all right.
I think that's fair.
But I really want to go to the premiere. So so we can go Friday during the day.
Yeah. All right. Good.
Juana's Adicción. Been caught
En Los
stealing
Angeles.
once. Oh my God, you guys. Stefan has never seen Beetlejuice.
Well, until last night.
We
had a movie night.
I made him watch Beetlejuice. He was like, I don't know, have I ever seen it? We had never seen it
before.
He was like, this is a great movie.
It was a very good movie. I enjoyed it. I've never seen the Princess Bride. I'd never seen Beetlejuice. There are certain films that I've never seen.
Next
Titanic.
week we'll do Princess Bride.
I won't see Titanic. I simply won't. And honestly, I was kind of on the fence about it. And then watching the Academy Awards when James Cameron gave his acceptance speech and he's the whole King of the World speech, I'm like, you are everything that I hate. And so no, I won't see your fucking film. Sorry.
Kathy says, how had you never seen it? It's so good. Yeah. How had you never seen it?
It just never really occurred to me as a film that I thought that I would like. Hi, Scott Coates. By the way,
Scott Coates.
There was something that we glanced right over this last time.
I don't know why I never saw the comment 2 weeks ago that you had a dead raccoon in your pool.
Yeah,
we need to talk about this.
You had a dead raccoon in your pool, Scott, and we gave that short shrift, and we shouldn't have. I think it was close to the end of the show.
I didn't see it.
And at that point, I think we're at about an hour and 45 minutes, right? Oh Jesus Christ! It's already 10 after. Holy shit! Right.
Here we go. Do we need to get your mom on the horn?
Oh yeah, let's get old Jan Cox on the board. Well, so Jan Cox and I actually had a really lovely day today, and
I do not feel well.
I
just
dropped
so you know,
her off.
Do I look paler than usual to you guys? I don't feel well.
Yeah. I don't know.
Do I feel warm?
No, you're about the same temperature that I am.
Okay.
It's relative. Temperature is relative.
I feel dizzy.
Hi.
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 I'm going to have to go get something for Shamala. Her gift is
going
to arrive.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
I just want to let you know.
We're on the air now.
You're on the air.
Yeah.
Oh, you're on the air? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to miss it. I'll tune in while I drive.
Okay. Well, or
okay,
maybe
be
not.
careful.
Or maybe not. Just it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Okay. Can
Be
you
safe.
go out tomorrow? I can. Okay.
Okay.
Love you guys.
Bye. All right. Yeah, Jan
Going
Cox.
out?
Jen.
Okay.
I don't know. We worry. Like honestly,
Yeah.
it's you know.
It's like we're the parents of a teenager
We're the
now.
parents of a teenager.
Okay.
That's how this is.
That's
is,
all right.
Is going.
If your
I
parents
worry
aren't
about it.
there yet, then just just
There
wait.
are so many
Just
fucking
you wait.
weird things about being in your 50s, and like Ange and Fuzz, you and I talked about this a little bit when you guys were here. You just don't know, like when you're planning your life. Oh, this is the show, isn't it? I should turn this off. When you're kind of planning out the stages of your life and you're growing up, like when I get into my 20s, I'm going to be this person. When I get in my 30s, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to have a family, and I'm like, what? And up to your 40s, you're kind of planning things, and you hit 50s, and like, gray space, no fucking clue. But the thing that they don't tell you is, like, the relationship with your parents changes a lot, and like it's good. It's good. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's just like it is a very, very strange. And then like things start falling off, and you have to get weird injections. And
That's right.
Yeah, it is a very, very strange.
Do you mean your parents or you?
No, I meant me. I meant me and my knees. You know.
My father, who does not watch this show and is a Republican,
say whatever you want. Then.
butt dialed me at 5 a.m. yesterday.
Okay. Yeah.
And
he lives in Kentucky.
And I was like, "Oh, did you butt dial me? Who's dead?" Like, I mean, that's all you think when
Because
someone
of course.
when someone calls you at 5 a.m, right? He was like, "No, I guess I butt dialed you," because he's really upset because Lowe's delivered. Did not deliver his washer. Like
and he's calling you about it
he's
at
involved
fucking
in
5 a.m?
No, You know how you get on someone's butt dial cycle, like someone, you know what I mean? Like someone will butt dial you a lot, like your dad used to butt dial Melissa all the time.
I mean, he butt dialed me, I think, at least once every other day, and I would just be
But
like,
he used to butt dial Melissa every day.
because I think we were both on his home screen, so he'd be like putting his phone
So
away
he
or
would
whatever.
sit on his phone, and then
basically you would
suddenly,
be hearing Jim's ass. That's what you would, because he put his phone in his back pocket. It's like, "Hi, Dad's ass. Hi."
And what is it
your
with people
son.
when you go, "Hey, did you butt dial me?" and then they get annoyed with
They
you?
get defensive. I'm like, "Hey, you called me. You interrupted my life."
Yeah, you called me, so settle down.
Listen, I have to go ahead and play this video since I was referencing the fact that I've gotten injections everywhere, and so yeah. So anyway. Stem Cell Steve.
Again?
But I'm still here.
Okay.
You know, I'm here. I'm still in there. I'm swinging. I'm doing. Is this? I don't know. Anyway.
You've just had your birthday.
I just had a great birthday. Oh my God, you guys! Everybody who came to the party fucking brought.
I mean,
it was
there was such total
commitment, such that
amazing.
I think we're gonna.
That was a great party.
It was. Jason took a photo that really encapsulated, I think, the entire party. So we'll start this week's show here. Here's your boy. Here's your boy. I had 3 costume changes, but this was the 3rd one. Now, you can see the little bit of, dusting on my nose there. Now, our friend Andrew, when I came out in this costume, because I had 3 of them, first one was Ducky, and it was hilarious because Jason also showed up as Ducky.
Right.
So then we did dueling
What are
Duckies.
the odds?
Very strange. And then the next one was like a punk rocker going to prom, and then this guy was like, a yuppie douchebag. And Andrew came up to me and he said, "You got any Coke?" And I'm like, "It looks like I should."
Yeah.
Right? It really does. And so
Sell!
exactly.
Sell!
So then I took some cornstarch and put it on my nose. Anyway, so it looks like I'm trading stocks here, which I don't know, maybe I was. So anyway, what is Stefan selling in that photo? In that photo, what is Stefan selling?
Anyway, we missed you guys because
totally
we
missed
had
you
that
guys,
party, and that party was chaotic. It was hectic.
It was
and,
it was a big fun ass party.
It was
really,
a
really was.
big fun ass party.
Yeah. Cocaine broker Steve asked several teens to prom. That's great. Said Ange, rather. Yeah. So.
I know, Kathy. I love how hard everyone goes for these theme parties. It is like. Oh wait.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I should type the.
That's
okay.
right,
Hold on.
Yeah.
No. Oh, are you typing the
I
clue?
am.
Oh wow.
What is
I'm
Stefan
slacking that hard.
selling? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, kids. So yeah, it was an amazing party. Really spectacular. And honestly, the level of commitment that everybody brought to this party.
You typed it, but you didn't pin it.
Oh, Jesus H. Christ.
See?
Must I do everything? Must I do everything here?
I guess so.
Good Lord. Everybody really, really went for it. It was people ordered things.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It was fantastic.
I wanted to give prom king and queen to someone, but I didn't want to give it to anyone because everyone looks so goddamn
You were
amazing.
all prom king and queen and all right.
I mean,
listen, you can't ask us to play favorites. Mom and Dad love you all equally.
that's
Isn't
right.
that a bunch
That's
of horse
right.
shit? For
Eric
those of
and
you who have
the
kids,
Catwoods had a purple theme going. It was so amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Our friends Andrew and Alexis, Alexis ordered someone else's prom dress off of
incredible.
eBay.
It was, she curled her hair under.
Yeah.
Andrew, her husband,
Shaved
his
his
beard and left a
into a
mustache.
mustache,
And he had a mullet and a
Yeah.
white fucking tuxedo. Oh, God. They
Yeah.
completely committed to this thing.
These theme parties are a lot.
I say that like I said. You are, yes, they are a lot. All of our parties, everybody shows up, and we never want to pick favorites, but you always do in your head, right? Yeah, I do. In the same way that parents never want to say, we love you all equally, kids. Those of you who have more than one kid, that's not true. That's not true. You know which kid that you prefer, right?
No,
you
I had a different favorite at different points throughout the night. Like I was like,
Yeah.
oh, you're my favorite now. Now you're my favorite.
Yeah. Oh, so
They're all my
Ann
favorite
says
kids.
Stefan is selling Trump supporter tears, expired beef futures. Says Fuzz.
Oh, Kathy, Carrie also bought hairspray for this party, and so did I.
Oh yeah, no, it was
Yeah.
a tease fest.
I spent 2 hours doing my hair. I was trying to replicate my actual 80s and 90s hair, and it worked. But it took 2 hours.
Yeah, you
it
said
was
you
like,
used to do that every morning.
yeah. And then I was like, why did I waste all that time? My hair looks fine.
Kathy says beachfront condos in downtown Phoenix. That's true. I could sell this. Eric's phone number: monster truck rally tickets, 2 turntables, and a microphone. Narcan
it's at.
stock. A good time. Let's see. The ability to use PPBJ on a show that earns someone points. Hey, all right, I like that.
One day
Bonnie's
it will
Meat.
happen.
It will.
It will.
Let's see. Organized religion. The fact that Kathy says her hair is now curly, which is interesting.
Oh.
My hair is now gone. But the gray hair is curly. That's coming in. Very, very strange. Let's go ahead and give this one to Ray for the ability to use PPBJ on a show that earns someone points.
Oh, you got a point for it. It happened.
That's exactly what's happening. So, gang, you followed the news this week, I assume, and you will
Did I?
notice that one Donald John Trump took his fucking entourage
Oh, he's
to one of our
spiraling.
nation's the most sacred spots, the place where our war heroes are interred.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Didn't
doesn't
he
get any
do
more fucking
something
sacred.
didn't he do something like 4 years ago at the cemetery?
Yeah, he's always doing
He
some
called
shit.
someone a loser or something?
Well,
or-
he's called our fallen servicemen suckers and
Right,
losers.
suckers and losers.
then asks what he's like, why would anybody ever join the military? What's in it for them? Like he's just a fucking
Right,
asshole. But anyway, this was a whole next level thing because there was somebody there who was basically, it was their job to say, hey, you can't do any campaign stuff here, and they threatened this person, like shoved him aside bodily. So basically, Trump and his people just came and just dropped trow. And just dropped a link on the entire affair. He's just all class. Anyway, what sacred place will Trump defile next? What sacred place will Trump defile next? It's coming. It's coming. You know it is. What sacred place, I ask you, will Trump defile next?
Well, it was already going around how he walked in front of Queen Elizabeth. Like someone was doing a whole, study of like, what else has he done?
Oh,
You know,
sure. Yeah, there was
he
that
doesn't respect anything,
There
right.
was like that G, I don't know, 15 or whatever, meeting with a bunch of world leaders, and there's footage of him. He's walking in the back of these leaders, and all of a sudden he's like, "Brrr!" he subtly,
Right.
just like elbows them in the side, and then he's walking in front. He kind of does this little move. He's great.
I
And he
like
looks
that everyone
fantastic.
is
By
kinda
the way,
like,
he's
wait a
looking
minute.
fantastic. He is looking like he is melting from within.
Mm.
He's basically the guy who saw the Ark in Raiders of the Lost Ark, and I can't. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I want to see a time lapse of his face. I would love to see that.
Eric says he's going to defile QFC next. Is this the Q? Can
the
I
Q.
get a chicken here?
Exactly.
What's going on here?
Let's see, the coroner's van. Yes, we can't wait. We honestly can't wait. The cheeseburger from heaven. We're waiting for it. Roswell Area 54. Dick's Orange Theory. Kamala's Twitter account. In and Out. His next mistress's you know what. Oh, hi, David Seltzer. How
Oh,
are you,
hi.
dude?
David Seltzer said happy belated birthday.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate it. Hat tip. A Burger King bathroom. Ray's killing it tonight.
He once got
Is
busy
he in a Burger King bathroom?
He's
8-ball
crazy.
Pope's ball sack. Pope's hat. Wow, those an only show moment. Hand and stone spa locations across the country. Mashed potatoes at that kind of party, says Bud.
If he'd known it was this kind of party.
Fremont Street. He already did the presidency. The unemployment line. Dear Laurel, who had the funniest response to what
jeez.
sacred place will Trump defile next?
He once got busy. I'm going to give it to Scott for he already did the presidency.
There you go. Yes, that's very nice. Yeah. So listen, for reasons that are unknown to us, birds have been killing themselves against our windows. And
Unaliving themselves, you have to say on social media.
I won't do that, and I don't know why. And I honestly, Laurel and I have had a lot of discussions, and by discussions I mean basically me haranguing the air, going, why? Why unaliving? It doesn't, here's the thing. I'll make 2 points about this. First of all,
You're
it
in
doesn't
a
change.
ranty mood
I am
today.
in such a fucking ranty mood. It doesn't change the action itself. People are still going to unalive themselves, whether you call it that or not. and also,
I'm just listening to you now.
and Laura is listening with rapt attention.
With spirit fingers.
Also, like, who is, like, the word suicide, just saying it on social media, is that causing people to commit suicide in greater numbers?
So in case you don't know, they don't want us saying suicide on social media. They might
Suicide,
even
they don't
shut
wanna
us
say
down for
suicide.
that.
They might say
But,
us, yeah.
you know,
they're
here we
gonna
are.
say suicide. We're saying, yeah, good night, everybody. Good night.
We have to say unaliving.
Unaliving. And honestly, it's so pretentious.
The
Anyway,
YouTube stream was just shut down because we said suicide.
birds have been unaliving themselves against the window. We don't
Birds
really know
have
why.
been slamming into the house all summer long,
Like,
like
so
more than
yeah.
ever before, and we don't know why.
They've been hitting and kind of stunning themselves and flying away, but then
Right.
two of them on was it Thursday or Friday? They hit real hard,
Yeah.
enough that they left like a dot of feathers right on that.
And then they
roof,
just-
and they were just tits up. It was just like
So they've
X's
been
over their eyes.
hitting the house like I don't know whether it's brighter or warmer or what's going on in
don't know.
the circumstances,
I'm not
but
sure.
they've been like every day you're like wham! Oh
Yeah.
boy,
Jesus
that
Christ.
that
even the
sounded
dog,
painful.
Even the dog's like, what the hell's going on here?
All day, but then Thursday, two of them actually went wham, and they were like,
Tits up. Yeah.
I'm dead.
Exactly. So anyway, write a bird suicide note. Write a bird suicide note. Because maybe they planned it. Maybe like they
I
fell
don't know what's
behind
different
on their
this
nest
year.
payments. They were in an underwater mortgage with their nest and their.
What's different?
Their
Is it
bird
warmer?
Mate,
Are they hungrier?
I don't know. I mean,
it-
the only thing I can think is they see the other window and they think, oh, we'll just fly through this thing and then we'll be on the other side. And then
I'm saying what's different this year? Like
I
that,
don't
so
know.
many of them are hitting the windows.
the
this year.
feeders. I mean, I have no idea.
The feeder, okay.
But I can only imagine that it would be equivalent to if you were just walking along in life and suddenly gravity stopped working or a hole opened up. and
Running
just
along.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
ah,
And just-
slam.
and you
You're
don't
done.
even because like the bird has no concept of what a window is, only that it just unlived him.
Eric says head first into the window is the new TikTok challenge.
Make it so. Make it so, kids. All right, Gen
I'm
Z.
dead.
Challenge accepted. How about
dead.
that?
That's not demure. That's not mindful.
Okay, so what is this thing? You've been saying this, and I don't know what it is.
It's a thing that it's going around TikTok. It's like people are trying to find the definition of demure and mindful, like they don't know it.
What, but those two things are not synonymous.
Okay, a person
being demure
who
and
is
being
a
mindful
cheer
are
coach
not.
was giving people advice. Like,
Okay.
here's how you do your makeup. It's demure, it's mindful, and so everyone's like, what does that word mean?
Those words obviously don't mean what he thinks they mean because they are not synonymous. Let's see. Tweet. Fuck this shit.
Oh
tweet.
my gosh!
What's the matter?
Eric says, ever since the Coxes cut down my tree, I just can't go on. Maybe that's the difference. Maybe that's the difference. There's more light in the house since we cut that tree down.
Oh, it could be. I don't know. Listen, that tree was going to kill us. It was us or them.
Okay, what had happened was Jack's girlfriend, Susan, came by and she said, wow, that tree is kind of leaning towards your house. And we were like, oh boy. And then I couldn't sleep every night. I woke up and thought the tree is going to fall on the bed.
And anytime the wind would blow, it
so
was
we
a worry.
finally had to cut the tree down. And it turned out to be good that we did because it had a lightning strike mark in it, which meant that it was going to snap and fall on the house.
It was rotting in that one place.
But you're right, that's the only difference. He's right. Oh my God, Eric's
Oh my
a
God, I think
genius.
Eric solved it.
Oh my God.
My feet are yellow, says Carrie. My whole life I thought Big Bird was real. Ever since, it was too much. I couldn't make the mortgage payments on my nest. We had the same thought, David.
I've come to serve Voodoo Steve.
There was one content creator. Yeah, all right. So this is me. I'm going to give it
oh
to
my God.
Ange. I'm giving it to Ange for I thought my whole life that Big Bird was real. You know, like Snuffleupagus. That
Scott might
storyline
be
bothered
right
me.
though that Voodoo Steve might be responsible for this.
Oh,
you know.
Voodoo Steve.
Thanks,
exactly.
Darcy.
So listen, Lauro, and most of you have gotten your thank you baskets for attending the party. We had a bunch of overage 80s candy and goods. And so Lauro very thoughtfully put those into baskets, and I put a little thank you card in there, and then we also put a picture in there from our big group picture from the prom.
I think a lot of these people haven't gotten that because here's why. Ange and Fuzz don't want candy. They're going to get a mailed picture.
Right.
The Atwoods don't want candy, so they're going to get just a picture and a thank you note.
Right.
And so nobody who's watching has gotten that basket.
Well, the reason why I bring all this up,
Right.
the reason why I bring all this up is because Laura brought these picture frames home, and they had the little dummy picture frame in them.
Oh, is this where you were going with this? Sorry.
What do you see here,
Oh.
gang? What do we see here?
Oh, I did not even.
This is not even subtle.
Oh,
this
geez.
This is paging Georgia O'Keeffe, ladies and gentlemen.
Where was I going with that? Jeez. Wow.
Wow. Anyway, so let's do a little Rorschach test here. I mean, it's pink even. It's pink. So a little Rorschach test for you all. Describe what you just saw in that picture frame.
I did not. Okay.
Describe what you saw in that picture frame there. Meow, meow, meow. Well, I feel like I should maybe ditch the music that we play in the background here for some porn music. Describe what you see in that picture.
Ray says, "Dead ass."
Caddy says blood cells under a microscope.
I wasn't meaning to no butt you. I was just
I don't
saying,
think so.
I don't know if anybody here has gotten one of those baskets.
Haven't you? I thought you would deliver those around. You have been.
Well, only to
the Sussmans and the Hackathorns and
and the Francos. That nobody who's here.
Oh, I see. So they're going around. Yeah,
they're going around.
Coming to a home near you, I promise. But anyway, Pink Taco, Tulips. This one's you.
Curtains and meat.
Curtains
Millions
and meat.
of curtains.
Tulips better than one. Millions of
Churches
peaches.
for free.
Peaches for free, Your Honor. I don't know that woman. This is good. Yeah. So we're all seeing the same thing. I'm very, very happy.
I didn't
to
even
report.
notice that. I sent you a photo and you're like, paging Georgia O'Keeffe. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
You didn't.
I'm just trying to get a sparkly frame for a photo. That's all.
Ray says it's the reason why that photo frame is the #1 photo frame sold on the
internet.
planet. Dear Laura, who had the funniest response to describe what you saw in that picture frame?
Gosh. I'm going to go with... I'm gonna go with Kathy. Millions of peaches.
Yeah.
Peaches for free.
Giuliani sweat droplets. Still can't find the whole 18-inch target practice. You people. Get out of here.
Oh gosh. Should we talk about my hole?
Oh yes, let's talk about Laura's
Trench. Laura's trench is what
trench?
we're calling it, right? Laura's trench.
Sure, let's go with Laura's trench. Yeah.
Did we have a clue related to?
No, but you can go ahead and
okay.
talk it out.
Well,
let me give the next clue, and then we'll hear all about Laura's trench.
Okay.
So, gang, we're gonna go to see Beetlejuice, the new Beetlejuice movie, in theaters. Even though people are fucking annoying and can't behave themselves and will be on their phones the entire time, and it's gonna be, I'm preemptively annoyed. However, we're gonna go ways that people in movie theaters will 100% annoy Stephen and Lori. Ways people in movie theaters will 100% annoy Stephen and Lori. Pow! Yeah, so Laura's trench on the subject.
Okay, let me ask you though. When was the last time you went to a movie?
Me?
In a movie theater.
I think the last time I went to a movie was with Eric and my dad and Jason. We saw Guardians of the Galaxy, the last one. I don't even know if it was the last one. It's the one where Josh Brolin has the glove and he had to get all the jewels in it, and then he got the last jewel, and then he controlled everything in the universe and got to kill a bunch of members of the Marvel universe. That was the last thing that I saw.
What year was that?
Fucking, I don't know.
2017.
It was before. It was before COVID, so
Sure.
it's been that long.
Wow.
Why do you ask?
Oh, I was just wondering.
Yeah.
We're gonna break our streak to go see Beetlejuice in the theater.
Beetlejuice.
And
Beetlejuice,
because
Beetlejuice.
I want this one piece of merch. It's this light up popcorn bucket that has Beetlejuice's face on it.
Well, it's gonna be fun. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Something to live for. Okay, let's see. Ways people will annoy. People in movie theaters will 100% annoy Stephen and Lori by being there, says Kathy. Yes.
Totally.
Good night, everybody.
Totally.
Yeah, retire the trophy. Kathy has spoken the truth. Existing, exactly. Not masking. Sneezing neighbors. Bringing middle console crock pot chili and not sharing with them.
Wow.
Giving away the ending. The smells. All of the smells. People smell. People taking a video of the entire movie on their phone so they can sell it to the world. Chewing with their mouth open. Thinking they're at the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Is this you or me?
See, that would be fun.
Is this you or me? This is fine. Obviously, it
it's
goes
you.
to Kathy by being there.
Just by being there.
Yeah. Hey, David Salter, where's our friend Christina?
Yeah.
I'm missing her.
Showing you the picture of their pink taco.
Yeah. Oh, who
Pink taco!
Who said that? Yeah, that's funny.
Eric said that.
Let's see. By choosing the seats next to them instead of the 90 open seats, that's absolutely true. So I was just reading the other day an article about how today's marijuana, legal marijuana, is so much stronger than the kind that we used to smoke when we were in high school, which generally had like the 5 to 10% THC. Now it's like 20 to 30%, and people are having like psychotic episodes on this shit. It's not good. It's basically for professional weed smokers at this point. And you have to go in there and be like, give me the stem. They're really, hey, you got any stuff with stems? You know, seeds and stems. You got that shit, the shake weed. Anyway, today's weed is so strong.
How strong is it?
It can even get blank high. Today's weed is so strong, it can even get blank high. Let's see, touching you. Oh, she's with her cousin celebrating her cousin's birthday. Well, happy birthday to Christina's cousin.
Let me say something.
Oh, what about Lori's trench? Eric wants to know.
Well, let me say
We never
something
returned
about
to that,
weed
did we?
really quick. Our friends and neighbors came over
Yep.
and they wanted to smoke some weed, but they couldn't because their kids were home. So they were like, oh.
You know, like if we come home smelling
okay.
like weed,
So the
not going to be a good
the
example.
man said, oh, just give me an edible. It'll be no big deal. So we gave him an edible and he ate. I don't even know what he ate.
I don't
because
even.
wasn't watching
yeah,
him.
I don't know if he helped himself to a
But
couple. I'm not
later,
sure.
he was saying the most absurdest,
Random, stoniest shit, man.
funniest, stoniest
Yeah.
shit.
What did he say to Jason?
No,
Or he said to Eric.
Yeah, to Eric.
Yeah.
So Eric was wearing a purple
suit, yeah.
And this guy looked over at Eric and we were like, wow, Eric, you look so great. And he goes, he looks like a trout in a bag. A trout in a bag.
And you know when you're that high, that means something to him. Like
Yeah.
he saw a trout in a bag and he felt he must remark on it. So
And we're like,
a trout in a bag.
what are you talking about? But you don't want to freak someone who's really high out, right?
Right,
Oh, and then
right,
he
right.
got in his car and drove home.
I couldn't believe. Well, I mean, they literally
they
had to
lived
drive
next door,
90 feet.
but-
It was crazy that they brought a car anyway.
Trout in a bag.
So anyway, today's weed is so strong, and this is for you. It can even get Jesus high. Target shoppers, Lori's Trench, Snoop, 70s Cheech and Chong, Rocky Mountain high, very funny.
High.
Mount Everest, The Unalived Birds, Willie Nelson, wow, Shabba Ranks, Eeyore, oh poo. Let's see, Bradley Newell, and I don't think anything's getting Bradley Newell high anymore. Let's see, yeah. So, dear Laura, who had the funniest response?
I'm going to go with the unalived birds.
Yeah,
That's
okay, that's
Eric.
good. That's Eric.
Yes. So what he meant was Crown Royale, like the name of the liqueur.
Right. Yeah, Eric looked
I
like
don't
he
know.
was
Why did he say trout, though? Trout in a bag?
I don't
but we
know.
didn't want to make it freak him out, right?
No.
So we were like, okay, what are you talking about? And Eric was like, all right, here I am. I'm
Here I
a
am,
trout
a
in a
trout in
bag.
a bag. Boop, boop,
Whatever.
boop. Yeah, and good for you, Eric, for going along with
Yeah.
that. You got honestly,
Yeah.
when people are that high, the only thing you can do is just smile and nod. So listen,
Okay.
McDonald's is trying to kill you. Here is their latest thing. It's like 2 quarter-pounder patties. Actually, you know what this looks like? This actually looks like what Big Macs used to look like. Remember back in the day when Big Macs were actually large? Now they're essentially like they've shrunken them, you know, shrinkflation and all
When
that. So-
there was a value for your dollar.
value for your dollar. But yeah, this is called the Big Arch. I don't know where they're getting the fucking name from. But anyway, it's obviously McDonald's is absolutely out to kill you at this point. They are.
Let me
they're
tell you
trying
this.
to- yeah.
Because of Ray, I subscribe to like these food updates, like, and it goes like McDonald's is doing this now, and I'm like,
Yeah.
why am I getting these? Oh, it's because of Ray. Like,
Yeah.
I want to know when the McRib comes out.
Sure.
So now I'm on these like browser alert updates for McDonald's, and now I'm like, why are you trying all these things, McDonald's? Stop it!
Stay in your fucking lane, McDonald's. You're in the real estate business. You don't have to try this hard. Anyway, how else is McDonald's trying to kill you? How else is McDonald's trying to kill you? It is funny to think of McDonald's and Starbucks as basically being in the real estate business, and basically their front is hamburgers and coffee. That's how they're taking over the world.
That was supposed to, like, that was the lesson of McDonald's, right?
Right.
They're in the real estate business,
Exactly.
and they happen to sell a mediocre hamburger. I don't
edible.
Whatever, it's
edible.
fine.
I-
If you like it, it's fine.
I was trying to remember the last time I actually went to a McDonald's. The times, I know, wait a second. when we drove cross country, we went to McDonald's because I survived on their salads. That was back
I thought
before.
that was Wendy's salads. You
Well, I did that too, but McDonald's had some decent salads.
Okay.
They had like the Southwestern chicken salad, which was actually pretty good. And then they decided during, because I don't think it was making a lot of money, and then they decided during COVID, we're not going to sell that anymore. And it was like, shrug, I don't know. They had to cut some things because I don't think people were going to McDonald's as much. And the salad was on the chopped salad block.
It says how else in McDonald's trying to kill you.
Who cares? Listen, we
Again,
can all read.
I don't feel well.
We know what we know what we're trying to say here. Let's see, the Arch Deluxe, also the McDLT. Remember that? Kept the hot side hot, and the cool
$16
side
Happy
cold.
Meals.
Let's see, Big Mac, filet of fish, quarter pounder French fries, icy Coke, thick shake
shake
sundaes, and apple pies. Yeah. 2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, spicy bun.
Oh, yeah.
And let's see, Don McDonald shrimp salad. The ball pit. Oh, God, yes, the ball pit. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's just boogers. The whole thing is
get
just
something.
full of children's germs, just with like wings just flying in there, waiting to fly up your nose and kill you.
You know what? I have a whole story about boogers that I'm not going to say
Thank
because
you.
it's gross and it will make you gag.
Scott's got the right answer. $16 Happy Meals. That's how they're trying to kill you. Hey,
How dare you?
You guys are supposed to be
How
the affordable
dare
alternative.
you?
Now you go to McDonald's, you get a single meal. It's like $17.
That's right.
Like what the fuck? Food poisoning. They buy their special sauce in a small paddock and Enumclaw. The dollar menu. The people of McDonald's. This is obviously going to our dear friend Scott for a $16 Happy Meal. That's exactly right, Scott. Scotty. Sketty does.
Sketty
does.
Ronald McDonald is a scary clown. That's true.
So listen,
That's true.
because I was actually out today with my mom. I will just tell you guys, it was their my folks' anniversary today, and it was going to be a sad day to be at home, and so I'm just like, let's go out and do something.
So we gave her a bunch of flowers, flower
yeah.
arrangements, and then we took her out. You took her out.
Took
I
her
did
to-
not feel well.
Took her to Seattle, and
Yeah.
we went to lunch, and then we went to ice cream, and then we went to bookstore, and it was a fabulous day. But I got home, and you know how I've often talked about here on the show, I have well, I'll just show you here. I've got this stack of cards that I have yet to use because basically I have 3 extra cards with every game that we do, and I just throw them in there and they've added up. So anyway, we're going to play with some of those tonight,
Oh,
ladies and
okay.
gentlemen.
Okay.
So we'll go through these very, very quickly. Honestly,
Okay.
we'll have you people out of here in no time. Oh my goodness, you'll have your lives back. You won't even know what hit you. Anyway, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? You know, like when you're a famous person, you get pulled over. You know who I am?
Do you know who I am?
You know who I am? Oh my God, that Mel Gibson story. Laura was standing.
I'm Mel Gibson.
Well,
they've heard that story.
Yeah.
I believe.
I think you've all heard the story about Laura at the the attended parking lot at Gladstone's, I believe it was, in Malibu. Laura and standing next to Mel Gibson, who they're both waiting for their cars. And Laura, of course, being the beautiful, attractive woman that she is, he can't believe that this beautiful woman is not paying attention to him. He's like, he's all but like pointing at his cock, and eventually, didn't you just acknowledge it like, oh, hi, how's it going?
I was like, please give Mel Gibson his car.
Can you please give Mel Gibson his car? He obviously, or actually,
Can't
one of
take
my.
this.
One of-
I don't even think it was that I was a woman. I think it was just that I was a person, not
it was 'cause you're a hot
acknowledging
woman.
that he's Mel Gibson.
Yeah, exactly. One of my, I think this might be apocryphal, but I love this story about somebody at a ticket counter or the gate counter actually at the airport, and some guy he's like, I need to be put on this flight, and he's like, well, sir, we can't do that. This flight is already oversold, and you got here late, and blah blah blah. We can't do that. And the guy's like, do you know who I am? And the woman gets on the PA and goes, can somebody please come up to the desk here? We need somebody to identify this man. And I thought that was great. That was great. I don't know if it's true, but I love it.
I was just on purpose.
Oh shit! I never
Not.
pinned it.
Oh boy.
I never pinned it. Boo.
I was just on like. It's a Los Angeles or New York thing, and I'm sure all of you would do this
Ignore
too.
the celebrities in
If
the
you
wild.
saw
Yeah,
a celebrity, you would be like, "Get over yourself!" Like,
Yeah.
what do you have to offer me? I'm
There are very few
Just a
celebrities.
person. To me, right now,
Right.
you're just a person. So
There are very few celebrities where I'm
so don't
like,
be a dick.
Yeah.
Is basically right.
where I'm like, you actually inspire awe in me. Like Tom Waits. I saw Tom Waits one time, and I'm like, couldn't talk to him. But, like we used to see Janine Garofalo all the time to the point where it's
Right.
like we felt like
Right.
she was talking us.
Kathy says, my main source of entertainment.
Wait, aren't you that one guy I saw in that one place? That dude from that commercial.
The
Excuse
dude
me.
who doesn't pin the question.
Yeah, from the
Oh, hi, Jamie.
from the
That's
back
Jamie
of my balls.
Lee.
Hi, Jamie Lee. Hi. Nice to see you.
Hi.
This is yours. Let's see. So PBB Judge from the back of my ball sack. I don't even know who I am. Let's see. Nobody. What Trump says to Melania. That dude that doesn't pin the question. Thanks, Scott. Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago.
The Sausage King
my
of
main
Chicago.
source of entertainment. I am an FBI agent. Are there any celebrities you'd be starstruck by? Yeah, Tom Waits was one of them.
Yeah.
Philip Seymour Hoffman,
Yeah.
I was a little starstruck by because I think he's just so he was so incredibly talented.
I was starstruck by David Bowie.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, David Bowie for sure. I would have been starstruck by Sam Shepard if I had ever
Yeah.
met him. I was hoping to.
We
to
were
meet
a little
him.
bit by Philip Seymour Hoffman.
I definitely was.
Yeah.
I honestly, I was
We
so.
were like,
Yeah, I was just absolutely.
I'm going to
enamored
give
with him.
that one to Ange for Abe Froman.
Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago. So listen, gang, trends, they come and go. Blank may come and go, but blank is forever. Blank may come and go, but blank is forever. How are you, Jamie Lee? I'm so glad that you stopped by tonight.
So, here's what's up. In 1 week,
Yeah.
no, week after next, we're leaving for Montana to go
going
to
to Montana.
a
We're going
fancy
to-
pants wedding.
It's a formal wedding. We have
It's
to
a
actually wear
formal
formal
wedding.
attire. I've never had to wear formal
Yeah.
attire. Why? We went to a Heisman Trophy dinner one time where it was black tie and we had to like show
That's
up in
right.
tuxedos. That's
That's
the only
right.
time that I think I've ever been to a formal.
You
I've never
rented
been to a
a
formal
tuxedo
wedding.
for that.
I did.
We've never been to a formal
been to a
wedding,
formal
so
wedding.
we're doing that.
Yeah.
It's like 3 days of activities before, and it's
Including
like,
a rodeo
Yeah.
or a rodeo. I grew up in Salinas, and they call it the rodeo there. Everybody calls it fucking rodeo. Except, of course, in Beverly Hills, where it's Rodeo Drive
rodeo.
because they're fancy.
Yeah.
You see.
We will miss you on that Saturday night.
will
but we will
indeed.
be at a formal, fancy wedding.
I almost feel like it would be. We should just we should Facebook Live. We'll do the show from the crowd in the wedding.
Oh,
at
but
the
we
wedding.
can't because we've been asked not to disclose the location of the wedding.
Is that true? Oh, I
Yeah.
hadn't even heard that.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
No.
Let's see.
That's a fancy pants wedding.
Expired meat may come and go, but salmonella is forever. Smiles may come and go, the wrinkles are forever. Indictments, a conviction, trends, skibbity.
Skibbity toilet.
Oh, fucking skibbity toilet. I don't know. Listen, it's fine. You kids go. I think it's fine. It
That's
doesn't make
fine.
any more or less sense than 23 skidoo when the kids were saying that back in the fucking
That's fine.
teens and 20s of 100 years ago. PBBJs, pegging, Snapchat and Instagram, big butts and spanking, hookers and
Oh
barbed
my gosh.
wire.
Why did we not go to the music festival
sweet.
that was next door when you guys
Oh
came
my
here?
God,
Like,
we
that's
totally
just
should
so
have, 'cause
wrong.
Barb was there. He was there.
Barb was there.
Let's see. So I'm giving this to Scott for trends and skibbity. That's very, very funny. I don't know why I hit that, but there you go. Point to Scott. Points.
Scott, we're gonna have to talk about that dead raccoon in your pool.
Do we? Yeah, we
How
didn't
did it
talk
get
about,
there?
We didn't talk about
Was
that
it
last week.
poisoned?
Yeah. What's the deal? Did it just slip in there?
Did
and
it
then
unalive itself in your pool?
unalive itself in your pool? Do you have? And how did you get it out of there? Did you use that net thing and just kind of hoist
I
it
think
to
he
the
fished
top?
it out, yeah.
Ooh, that's fun.
And then he
And
threw it away
then,
himself.
because rabies, what did you do? Did you have
what'd
to
you do
like
with it?
pour a
Did
bunch
you
of
touch
fucking
it?
bleach
Did
in
you
there?
wear
or-
like rubber gloves? Like I feel like we always need to
So many
bring him on
questions.
for an interview.
I was going to say, we need to debrief you.
Yeah.
So let's talk, says Scott. So listen, we
Let's
all
talk.
know that Fuzz speaks, I believe, 18, 19,
18,
38
19 languages,
38
and
languages.
knows how to
Fuzz.
completely debone a dead raccoon in
Knows
the
to
pool.
debone
so
a dead
Scott,
raccoon.
why
Can
did
hunt
you not
bear.
call Fuzz and fly him out to get that
have.
raccoon out of the pool?
Yeah. But on the subject of languages, what language doesn't Fuzz speak? What language doesn't Fuzz speak?
Did he drain the pool?
That was my thought. Like,
So I
if
know
it
the
were my
answer to this.
pool-
He threw a ton of shock chemicals in the pool.
Yeah, I was you'd have to. I mean, you would really. Scott says no, really big story. All right.
No, he says. I think he means. No. There's no really big story.
Well, what do you mean, Scott? Is it a really
Do you
big
mean
story?
no? Really big story.
Or do you mean like
Or do you
no?
mean,
it's a
it's
really
no
big
really
story.
big story.
Nah, it's not a really big story. Which do you mean? Okay, so Klingon jive. That's funny. Excuse me, stewardess. I speak jive. I don't think that movie would go over today.
He doesn't speak MAGA. Oh, you know what? Beetlejuice barely goes over today. Like Beetlejuice is a real handsy McHands. Like they're gonna have to redo his character.
Yeah,
right?
he was pretty molestery with
Yeah.
Gina Davis
Yeah,
there.
he's not great. And then he tries to marry Winona Ryder, who's 16 years old or something.
14. She was supposed to be 14 or 15 years old. By the way, you gotta love a
Lady
goth
Dukes.
character. Gotta love it.
She's
Yeah.
basically the protagonist.
Character after your own Aramaic, says Kathy. Klingon,
He
jive.
doesn't speak Oxford comma.
Who gives a fuck about an Oxford comma?
He doesn't speak Moshmouth.
MAGA? Oh, so no, it's not a big story. Okay, so let's see. Eric
Not a
said,
big story.
He doesn't speak crazy. Pig Latin. Woman. Skibbity. Mushmouth. Oxford comma. Dear Laura, who had the funniest response? What language doesn't Buzz speak?
Wait, didn't I just pick?
It's around 10.
I'm gonna give it to Ray for a jive. He
Okay,
doesn't speak jive.
Barbara Billingsley. That was who
Excuse me, I
spoke
speak
that
jive.
line. And I think Barbara Billingsley was the mother on Leave It to Beaver. Am I right about that? It would,
And we're canceled for even bringing that up.
probably. If my mom were here, she would affirm that for me. Let's see. The best part of my day is when I blank. The best part of my day is when I blank.
Oh my gosh. So you have to tell everyone
Yeah.
how we went to Target to buy some snacks for the party.
Oh, I didn't do a clue about this,
And,
did I? I couldn't come up with anything funny about it.
Okay, but you have to just
it's
say
funny
this
on its
anecdote.
face. So basically,
yeah.
you guys know that when I get angry, I like to break things. Like I've never gotten in a fight. I'm not self-destructive. I've never hurt anybody. I just like to break
do.
shit. And so at the Target, our local Target, I didn't realize this. Their carts. They have these very expensive plastic carts, and around the perimeter they have these tripwires where I guess because people were stealing their carts, when you get past them, the wheels just lock up. And so I'm pushing this along with Laura and I are chatting, oh, this is a lovely day at Target, boom, and I get past, and our car is in the fucking parking lot. It's not like we parked across the fucking expressway. It's literally like one row over, and like we're walking along, and all of a sudden just bump, and I'm like, what is even happening? And Lori points to the sign. She goes, oh yeah, that's their security thing. I'm like, well, this is fucking asinine. I'm like, well, what do I do? And the cart weighs a ton, right? So there's a woman who's kind of waiting to turn right where I'm standing. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. And so I'm thinking to myself, what I really wanted to do was kick the shit out of the cart, right? All I wanted to do, if I had
I saw your face. You were so close to the edge.
If I had a
you were like,
chainsaw, I just
like,
cut that thing off. I was so fucking
and
angry.
I thought, oh my
because
God, we're gonna end up on TikTok.
we're gonna be on the news. It was one of those
You're
things.
gonna kick the shit out of that
I
thing
was
until
so
it falls over.
fucking angry because, like, first of all, like, literally, we were just trying to take because we didn't get a bag because we're responsible. So we're trying to take the cart to the car, offload all the shit directly into the car while, just saving a tree or a plastic tree or whatever the fuck. And so now the car is
Also, we
locked up
can't
and there are
leave
people.
the cart because
I can't
it's
I can't just
blocking
leave it
a
there.
car.
It's blocking people.
It's
So,
locked itself up like in its own parking lot.
I'm not
it's
Joe,
ridiculous.
I'm not Joe Hobo over here trying to steal your fucking cart. I'm just trying to put my shit in the. So we have to haul the stuff and put it in the goddamn car. I'm like, here, I'm throwing stuff at Lori, and then like I'm trying to move this cart, and it's not movable. It's just not movable. I want to turn it over, just like fucking drag
Joe
it.
Hobo.
And I'm like, and I'm thinking like, don't do anything because your knees, like you have the injections in your fucking knees, and it cost a fortune. And oh my God, I'm so angry. And this woman is she's not laying on the horn, but she's about to. I'm like, and yeah. Anyway, so I couldn't come up with a clue.
Like if you,
I couldn't come up with a clue
if
about
she
this.
laid on the horn,
I got a trickle
you
of sweat.
would have taken.
I got a trickle of sweat. I would have taken that cart and
You
thrown
would
it
have
through a
taken
windshield.
that cart and just thrown it like it just. And apparently, rage at inanimate object is an ADHD.
Hi.
Right.
Yes. Okay. So anyway, All right, let's see. If Jive ever comes, okay, so Braces, if Jive ever comes to Duolingo, they better have Barbara Billingsley's AI voice as the instructor. The best part of my day is when Jim's right hand, win the only show, postpone, waking up to Folgers in my cup, waking up to anything but Folgers in my cup.
That's crazy.
What the fuck, you guys?
I feel like they each get a point.
Ange and Ray, that's crazy.
That was crazy.
Go back to sleep. Fill the hole. Try a McArch. Dig in Laura's trench. The only show confirms it'll be on the air. Oh, that's right. That's so sweet. See my wife. Good call, Eric. And you also mean hug your wife. When Eric texts me back, come good. Jesus Christ. The bird misses the window. Figure out that my underwear is on backwards and I twist it around so instant relief hits. Let the Mormons in. Make all the green lights. Drive 55. I've been liberated from the invisible cart prison. Yeah. Break out my water pick. Realize it's Saturday. Oh my God. Is this me? This is me, right?
This is you.
So yeah, obviously it goes to Ray and Ange. Dual points for waking up with Folgers in my cup and waking up with anything
Without
but
Folgers
in my cup. Amazing. You guys are killing it.
Okay.
Yes.
So here's the clue, and here's the story about my trench.
Okay. Well, you know, let me do this. Hey, you guys, did you know that your iPhone can blank? Did you know that your iPhone can blank? The things they're doing with iPhones these days, you simply won't believe it. You can't believe
I know
it.
you're thinking, wow, you had 2 weeks to write a new show, and you're using recycled clues.
Why am
but,
I concerned all of a sudden that my mom is going to be out and like till
She's
all
out
hours?
right now. I know.
and it's
I'm not
dark.
stressed out.
It's
We
like,
should go
oh,
look for her after this.
Yeah, I guess I'm probably going to have to. All right.
So I hired this kid. He's a high school kid. He
Yep.
wants work for, landscaping, whatever.
Yep.
This has happened before. Not with the same kid. This kid comes highly recommended. He comes here and he's like, what can I do? And I'm like, you can clear off all of that, rake it, and put it all in the trench. 8 hours later.
He actually was kind of cocky about it at first. He's like, hey, I'll take
He was
it.
like,
It's
this
about
is
an
going
hour.
to take an hour.
Take
And
about
I'm
an
like,
hour.
It's not,
Fucking
though.
8 hours later.
8 hours later, he rakes the whole side of the hill and the whole trench is full.
Oh my God.
And he goes, this is full, but I would recommend not driving on it. And I'm like, are you giving me
Listen,
insight?
17-year-old.
Listen,
Scooby-Doo.
okay.
All right.
Listen, Christian camp, you can go away.
Aryan youth. Come on
goes
now.
to Christian camp.
Yeah,
I
well, he
got-
looks like he goes to Christian camp.
He had a big cross. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's wholesome, this
He
kid.
looked very wholesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he definitely looked like, one of those kids from high school. It's like, when you did your catechism this week, did you? All right, let's see.
He goes to a special school,
I'm sure he
a
does.
Christian school.
Did you know that your phone can blank? Call people, says Kathy. Text people back. Please, your mom. Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Be turned off at the movies, says Ray. Yes.
Oh, yeah. I can.
This is yours, by the way.
Okay.
Right? Yes.
Let's see.
Turn off the movie. Sell my data. Says here. Make objects appear larger. Order Folgers for pickup at Target. Inform your stalker of your location. Help you find and then view someone laminating their own testicles for joy. Get the Mormons to visit. Save you from a traffic violation. Oh my goodness. So many funny answers.
Sell my data.
How will you choose?
Oh, I'm going to give it to Eric for his 3 funny answers,
yeah.
one of which was text people back.
All right. Listen, young man, do you think blank grows on trees? Listen, young man / woman, do you think blank grows on trees? I'm full on lecture mode. It's a circus song.
Should we find friends on your mom and see
I was
where she
I was
is
thinking
right now?
about
Let's
that.
do
Yeah.
that.
Well, Mom, are you watching? Because she said
She's
that she
not.
might. So I haven't heard her. Yeah,
We're
okay.
worried about you now, Jan.
Oh no, worried about my mom. Okay, let's see where she is.
We're just going to go out
Wait.
looking for her.
Wait, is she home?
Are you home?
No, this
Come on.
that says 22 minutes ago.
Okay.
Stalking my mother. Oh, she's at Marshall's. She's
boy.
at Marshall's.
Okay.
Marshalls. Okay, listen, do you think Bitcoin grows on trees?
Do you think birds
Rubber.
go on trees?
Cinnamon, bark. Eric's 18-inch penis. 18-inch penises. $22 for big arch meals. Halloween, birds, homeowners insurance, unalive birds, hamburgers. Oh my God.
Do you think hamburgers grow on trees?
Do you think hamburgers grow on trees? Let's see. I'm gonna go with David for Bitcoin. I like that very much. Oh my goodness! Look at this. We're round number 14, and it's 5 minutes till. Whoa!
Wow.
We'll get you guys out of here in Lickety split. Come on.
Lickety split. No shit.
We treat this like the professional
That's right.
show that it is. We stick to our schedule.
Fuzz, what are Q
Sometimes.
drops?
What are Q drops?
I'd love to know. Are the does that have to do with
Have to do
QAnon?
with QAnon? Yeah. PBBJs, leaves, pictures of vaginas, good parenting. Let's see. Blank made me what I am today. Blank made me what I am today.
You'll all be very excited, though, that I didn't say to the Christian teenager, "Oh, thanks, you filled up my trench."
Ah, yes. You filled out my. Did you tell him about your wet hot hole?
I
Today?
did not say
told him about your
one questionable thing to that kid.
You can't. You can't. It's,
I said, "Thank you for showing up and doing a good job. And here's your money."
Listen, this is in the 80s. You can't say suggestive things to young kids anymore. Can't do that.
Is that what Qbert leaves in the toilet?
Oh, that's very funny. Let's see. Those hints from QAnon. Oh, those. Okay, so that's the Q drops are hints from QAnon.
Yeah.
Fun.
This is a good question Scott has. When are you going to entertain us with your musical talents?
I could do a show on Wednesday nights. Sure.
All right,
Fun.
you're in the mood. You're back in the mood.
Let's see. Cure cassettes on repeat made me what I am today. Let's see. Drunk mom and horny dad made me what I am today. Wow. All right. Raking brush in a trench for 8 hours. The 70s. Galaga, Pac-Man, and Coca-Cola. This is yours. 80s sperm, 70s sperm. Poor genetics. Childhood trauma. Your mom. Tow Truck Steve. All right, Joe Oro.
I'm going to carry for the 70s.
Yeah, I like
maybe
that.
What I am
Very,
today.
very nice.
Because we all were looking like the 70s and 80s.
We
last
were
weekend.
doing it. All right. Let's see.
A lot of hairspray. A lot
Yeah.
of hairspray. I practiced my hairstyle
It
3
looked-
different times.
Honestly, my wife looked so hot.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right, listen, there's never been a better time to blank. There has never been a better time to blank. Never been a better time to blank.
So Atwoods, I have a thank you note and a little commemorative photo for you, but no candy or snacks because I know you don't want those. So,
Okay, no, that's good. You know your audience. Let's see. Fuzz said when I was looking for a job and then I found a job, and heaven knows.
Heaven knows I'm miserable now.
miserable now.
I was happy in the days of the
But heaven knows I'm miserable now.
in my life. There's never been a better time to switch your
Switch,
automobile.
yeah. Switch to Geico. Could save you 15% or more on your car insurance. That is so ingrained in our heads. I feel like on one hand, well done, but also I think that collectively our national IQ has dropped at least 3 or 4 points
For sure.
from
Yeah.
Geico and Progressive commercials. And those two are obviously taking clues from each other, right? They are competing to see who is doing the absolutely most jaw-droppingly lowest common denominator, stupidest advertisements, and honestly, we're the losers. We're the. What are you laughing at?
I was just laughing because Ange said, "Get in the shower." That's something I yelled at her wedding.
Get in the shower, Ange. Get in the shower.
Almost 10 years ago.
10 years ago. There's never been a better time to be straight. Emigrate to Canada. Let's see. Joining Columbia House Music Club. Have
Is
another
Columbia
shot.
House Music Club still a thing?
I don't
Because
know.
that's in Indiana when we're
Yes, it is. That's from the 80s.
Terre Haute, Indiana.
If you live in the 80s, you could join Columbia House Music Club. Have another shot. Vote twice. Have an iPhone. Come to Jesus. Get yourself to McDonald's and go broke. Charge your phone, says Ange. Get in the shower. Sign up for AOL. Have dirty windows. See what new thing my iPhone can do. Get rid of that Earthlink account and upgrade to GeoCities. Hate McDonald's? Grab another cocktail. Eat cheesecake. Eat dinner. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is round 15, isn't it?
This is you.
This is me. I got to go with Ray again. Get rid of that Earthlink account and upgrade to GeoCities. By the way, did we ever determine what we're playing for tonight?
I have a pair of spooky socks for you.
Spooky socks.
Spooky
Ladies and
socks.
gentlemen. Well, now comes the time
It is spooky
when
sock
Lauro tallies up the
That's
the,
right.
the
And you
point
write a
shell.
song.
And I write a song about. What am I writing about?
About birds unaliving themselves.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
The bird suicide note.
Sure. Hey, how's your week? I just stopped by to say tweet. And I know that we've had some hard times. But don't you draw those blinds. Well, take care of the chicks. I know that you and I have had our kicks. But I'm gonna call it a day. Yo, it's been fun being a Blue Jay. But I'm gonna unalive myself. Ooh, yeah. Gonna unalive myself. Baby, baby, baby. I'm gonna die and it's gonna blow. I won't even see it when I slam into the window. Well, I'm gonna unalive myself. Well, I'm gonna unalive. I'm gonna be an expert tonight. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna unalive myself. Goodbye. All right, there you go.
That's a really good song.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah,
really liked it.
little
Yeah,
tear
it's really
jerker.
good.
Okay, dear Oro, do we have a winner?
It is 9:02, and we have a
Ooh,
winner,
we have a winner.
and a song and
Yeah.
spooky socks.
Who's the winner?
Going out to Rainbow.
Hey, Rainbow!
Wow. And yes, the spooky socks can be filled with 80s candy.
Yes.
You don't even know.
80s, you know it, baby. He'll take
Yes.
Ange or Carrie and Eric's and
Candy,
enjoy.
yeah.
Listen, there's some great stuff. Big League Chew. Hey, there's some Big League Chew
That's
for you in there.
There's some
Yeah.
ring pops.
Ring
Yeah.
pop. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. What happened to the
A
nerds?
Twinkie?
We had nerds.
I ate the nerds.
Okay, you ate the nerds,
Yeah,
and that's
I'm
what
not
happened to
gonna
those.
lie.
All right.
I ate the nerds.
So-
All right, so the second place is tied with Scott and Ange and Kathy.
Yeah, we're just gonna. You know how
So
this goes.
everybody
All right.
answers.
All right. Let's see. So when I need a quick energy, so here's the tie-breaking round, ladies and gentlemen. When I need a quick energy boost, I take blank. When I need a quick energy boost, I take blank. Bum 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 bum.
Yeah, last night you were telling me that you snorted no-dos at one point.
I did. I don't know. It was just a goof when we were in high school, and like I had tried no-dos before. It was one of those things like, because hey, you'll never guess who waited until like the last minute to like cram for a test or write a term paper or whatever. And so I was like, I tried taking no-dos before to stay up all night, but it always upset my stomach. And I'm like, well, what if you, being the ingenious young fellow that I was, I'm like,
You
what if you
snorted
just
it.
crush it up and just like snort it up? And I did, and it fucking worked.
Wow.
And it worked, and no upset stomach. I mean, do they even make no-dos? By the way, it smelled like toothpaste. It was very strange. It had this like minty
I
flavor
never.
to it.
I take my hand and place it on a boob, says Eric. I take my hand and place it on a boob.
Yeah, all right. That'll give you an energy. That'll give you a boost of some sort. Yeah. So.
Scott says he takes his wife's advice.
Oh well, is she watching? Because I think she'd want to hear that. That's something that she would want to know. Yeah. So no-dos. Do they even make that shit anymore?
I don't.
Vivarin.
Do they make? Oh yeah, maybe. We should Google that.
That's what we'll be giving away next week on the show. Packets of no-dos and or Vivarin. Vivarin was
imagine?
yellow, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just caffeine.
Revive with Vibrant.
Revive
I think
with
they
Vibrant.
still have caffeine drinks. Did they stop making Four Loko? That was beer.
They
and
did
caffeine
stop making Four
drink.
Loko, and yet they make all these like Monster energy drinks, which, as far as I can tell, is just like it's amphetamine in a can. It's all of these horrific chemicals. I've never tried one before, but I can only assume that they probably taste somewhat similar
Yeah.
to like antifreeze, which or Mountain Dew. Take your pick.
So I have anxiety and my stomach is garbage. So I've never had Red Bull. I've never had no-do. I've never had any of those things. No energy drink. No.
Well, there's
nothing.
really no reason. No, listen, you and I were born, redlining anyway. So why on earth would we try to do anything to speed the plow on that? Am I right?
Exactly.
All right. Let's see. When I need a quick energy boost, I take all 18 inches, says Carrie. My wife's advice. my hand and place it on a boob. The DeLorean back to 1984 when I actually had energy is a possibility. A shot of powdered Adderall up the ass. Wow, okay. Myself to the all-you-can-eat buffet, barbecue buffet and strip club.
That's a good answer.
You know, honestly,
Ray, you have your funniest pants on tonight.
how on earth could anything go, could anything make you sick at a strip club? It's so sanitary in there.
Couldn't.
Yeah. Don't want the ass kicking or argument, says Scott. Okay, yeah. Energy drinks are so bad for you. That is true. Okay, kids, time to vote. It is time right now to vote. Who had the funniest response to when I need a quick energy boost? I take Mike. You know the drill. Just vote.
They are so bad for you, right?
A mixed drink of Coca-Cola and espresso. That actually sounds kind of good. I'm not
I
gonna
feel
lie.
like it would just give me a stomach ache, and then I would be anxious about the stomach ache.
Sure.
So,
All right.
it would be like, oh, I have energy to use on the anxiety
Just
about the
freak
stomach
out. Exactly, yeah. I'm just going to use
I'm
this
going to
energy
use
to
it
freak
to
out.
freak out about my stomach ache.
I'm really good at it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we had a tremendous show tonight. We had some exceptional competitive play from our players tonight, many of whom had just come off the court wearing extraordinary uniforms for a live game, a live exhibition game in honor of a birthday of one Stephen Cox.
Did you have fun for your birthday?
Yeah, I had a fabulous time. Yeah, it was really amazing. Honestly, you people make me feel special. Oh, you make me feel very, very special.
That's nice.
It says 3 Red Bulls, 2 turntables, and a microphone, and that is time. Dear Laura, who had the most upvotes?
That's Scott with I Take My Wife's Advice.
Scotty does.
Scotty does. Scotty will also get a pair of socks in
Oh,
the mail.
very nice. Good job, Scotty. Scotty C. Kids, well, this has been delightful.
We have to go now because we have to go look for
I
Jan.
gotta go track my mom
we have
down.
To go, to call Jan, and if she doesn't answer, we have to drive and go look for her.
It's got to be done.
Yeah.
Any final words before we go?
No, gosh, you all are so funny.
You guys are
I'm
amazing.
I'm so happy to see you all
I
again.
know. We
Yeah.
miss you guys.
We missed you.
All right. We'll see you guys next week. All right, and bye.